You have full and complete permission to be who you are on this planet. You have full and complete permission to express yourself the way that you want to express on this planet. You have full and complete permission, and I argue you have a responsibility to be who you truly are in every sense of the word. And the reason that this is a responsibility is because when we are not living our lives from a place of pure, authentic heart spaces, we are contributing to this idea that it's not safe, it's not okay for us to be who we really are, for us to be who we feel like God, source, universe has put it on our hearts for us to be. And I think we need to really challenge ourselves first. And in doing so, we challenge other people to truly step into their authenticity and their way of authentically expressing themselves. So if you've been around for a little while, you've kind of watched me change shape a few times, and that's really just who I am. I'm somebody who's always changing and transforming and in a constant state of evolution, and I like that about myself. And I give myself full and complete permission to do the same. And I hope that you will as well. So one of those ways that I like to express myself and express my shifts and changes is through my hair. And so today you can see that the color that I used to have in my hair ran out a long time ago, and I've just kind of been making the best of it. But yeah, I do plan on chopping this off and going full bald. I've done this at least once in my life, and it felt really good. It felt like really self-loving to just get to know who I am beyond all of this. So I'm going to do that for you today. I'm going to record myself doing it. And I'm going to talk to you while I do it. So if you are interested in watching me cut my hair and shave my hair off while we talk about creativity and awakened creators and what the heck we're all doing here, then join in. And again, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to express the concerns and things going on in your life. I would be happy to chime in if that's something that you are looking for. So like I was saying, we gotta really get more comfortable with being ourselves on this planet. There's far too much propaganda and programming to assimilate and all be the same and all look the same and act the same. But we're not the same. We don't come here for the same purposes. We don't come to this place with the same objectives in mind. I mean, most of the people who follow awakened creators are people who are really ready and willing to contribute to positive energy on this planet and expanding the love on this planet. But you're going to do that in your own way, right? There it goes. It's gone. Oh, this already looks kind of cute. Should I keep it like that? Maybe I'll grow it out to that. There's my hair. That wasn't so bad. All right. Well, here we are. So let's go ahead and trim this baby. So like I said, we're all here to be ourselves. We are all here to express our individuality. We're all here to gift ourselves the permission of honoring who we are meant to be and become. And creatives in particular, I think, have been really attacked and really put down and almost forcibly so told that whatever it is that they want to do is not okay. But who really decided that, right? who really decided that that is what it gets to be for you, that that's your story? I want you to really look at your past. I want you to really look at your stories, whether they were stories that came from school or stories that came from your parents. But like, where did you get that story that it wasn't okay for you to be who you are? And as you examine that story, I want you to think about, how has that impacted your art? How has that changed your comfortability with your creative expression? How has that altered how you put yourself out into the world? I also want you to think about the stories that you tell yourselves about being damaged. You know, I've talked about this a few times, that when you take somebody who it's on their heart to create, and from a young age you tell them that what they want to do is silly, not okay, won't get them anywhere in life. You basically like tell them that what they're seeking and what fulfills them, they're wrong. And that can cause a lot of damage in our ability as creators to trust ourselves, to trust our intuitive nudges that say, yes, do this. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but that's what you're meant to do with your life. So we carry around a lot of these stories that we as just people are wrong, that we can't trust ourselves, that we don't know what we're doing, that we aren't in a position to make mature decisions and handle life itself. And that can be really, really damaging. But one of the ways I feel like you can really shift that for yourself is kind of what I talked about in my last live, like owning the fact that your soul has chosen this path for a reason, because you are a badass, because you are a warrior, because what you have to share and bring into this world, only you can do that. Only you have the strength and the power. And I really want to encourage you to challenge yourself in a way you've never been challenged before, by saying yes. Saying yes to yourself. I want you to start saying yes to yourself more. I want you to start saying yes to your creativity more. I want you to stop worrying so much about getting somewhere with your art, and asking yourself more like, am I authentically expressing? Because that really, truly is what's more important. Am I authentically showing up in this world? Am I doing what it is that's truly on my heart to do? And to make it your goal, make it your aspiration, make authentic expression your aspiration, rather than getting published or, you know, having people buy your art, which may happen, and it will happen if you are expressing yourself authentically. But make that your priority. Like, what would happen if that became your priority? What would happen if you started really gauging success based on how in alignment you are? What is the best version of you? What is the most authentic version of you? And how can you start to be that version of yourself more and more? I know for a really long time, I thought that the most authentic version of me was gauged on external sources, like getting good grades, having my parents be proud of me, making a lot of money, having influence in higher education, which was the field that I was in before. So I was a striver. I was a check things off the lister. The more check boxes that I gave myself, the better I was. But it never really fulfilled me because I wasn't being authentic. I wasn't showing up in the world the way that my heart really wanted me to show up. So I wasn't happy, no matter how much I achieved, no matter how much success I achieved, I wasn't happy. And I think that's really what led to my alcoholism and other issues, because I wasn't being who I was, not at the heart, not at the soul, not at the core of my being. And I will always 100% back you up if what you want to do is 100% authentic to you. And the truth is, the world needs all kinds of art. The world needs all forms of expression. It doesn't matter if what you're doing is provocative or playful or seeking to awaken levels of consciousness and humanity that people need to shift into. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are being your authentic self. Isn't that cool? That's a lot of fucking hair. And this guy. I could make like a stuffed animal with this. I guarantee you there's a creator out there that makes stuffies out of human hair. I know I've seen some that make them out of cat hair. Cat toys for cats out of their own hair. So cool. But yeah, like, who the fuck cares? You're showing up as you. That's the most important thing. The most important thing is that you show up as you. The world needs to see more people really being themselves and not being afraid to shine. Because what else are we teaching our kids? To do what other people want them to do what other people expect of them, and only that? I just don't really feel like that's a positive message to send out into the world. I don't really feel like that's something that I want to perpetuate or be a part of. And the new renaissance that's coming is really going to reward authenticity. People who show up fiercely. That is your cash flow. That is your abundance. So again, how can you show up more authentically? I gotta kind of clean this up, but I like it. You know, I always grew up loving the Cranberries and loving Dolores O'Riordan, and she was fierce, and she was herself from head to toe, from bald head to Doc Marten to toe. Dolores was herself. And I strive also to be 100% me. And Amanda is someone who changes and shifts and transforms throughout her life because she's not afraid. And I want to ask you, who are you? Who are you? What's your unique thing? Who are you at your best? What is that thing that you just do so well? You know? Cultivate that. Let that be the barometer for your success. How close you get to being your authentic self as a creator. That's where it's at. That is your success. That is what you are dreaming of. That is the fulfillment that you seek. It's not about getting paid a certain amount. It's not about having a certain amount of notoriety. It means nothing if you're not being who you truly are meant to be. So from my heart to your heart, I want to just wish you the utmost of courage, fearlessness, boldness, and to know that you are so supported from the realms beyond, that everyone is supporting you in reflecting an honest, truthful reflection through your art, through your expression of self, through your physical vessel and the changes and shifts you make in that space, to everything that you touch and how you live your life day to day. Your team, your guidance, your inner knowing knows that authenticity is the sacred truth. And when you can tap into that, when you can be that 100%, you already won. You already won. And success is yours. And you just have to hold that. Stick with that vibe. Keep moving in that direction. No matter how weird other people tell you it is. And if you need help, if you feel like there's just too much energy blocking your way, old gunk, I kind of call it gunk, just like clogging your pipes energetically, and you really want to step into your power, own it, own who you truly are, your authentic self. If you really are looking for an opportunity to do that, then I invite you into the Creative Rebirth space. This is a 13-week experience, this safe space that I've created online for you to come in, and I'm going to just, kind of hold the space. I have all the tools laid out. There's video lessons, there's guided meditations, there's light language activations, there's journaling prompts, there's art prompts, so you can actually use your artistic expression through the healing process, like as part of the healing process. And I'm going to hold you in this space for 13 weeks. And 9 times we are going to get together during that, right? And I am going to guide you through a heart alignment, and we are going to get really tapped in and tuned in. We're going to do some channeling. We're going to give you some live light language. We're going to just download what it is that we need to share with you and the collective cohort that's in the group this year. And we're just going to all receive that and upgrade 9 times throughout this 13 weeks. And by the time you reach the end of this 13 weeks, you're going to have rooted knowing that you are meant to be creative. I mean, like, you can have the worst day ever. You can have show up at an art show and nobody buys none of your stuff, or apply for publication and get rejected 20 times, and you still have the knowing, I am meant to do this. Like, you want rock solid alignment with your heart truth, this is where it's at. The Creative Rebirth Program will give that to you. And if you want to stop telling yourself these old tales that have been holding you back, that haven't been processed, that you know are there, you know you got work to do, you know who you are, and you really just want to get it done, and you want to get it done in a way that feels simplified, right? The chakra system is my favorite because it's so simple to understand, and once you really grasp it, and once you really start that work from the root up your system to the crown, you have given yourself a beautiful foundation of self-awareness, of energetic awareness, of intuitive knowing, really processed things like heartbreak and rejection and restriction in your throat chakra where you don't feel like you can share authentically. Like, all of those things, we're going to blast through all of those things together. We're going to clear you up. We're going to get you really aligned with the truth of who you are as a sacred artist. And we are going to birth you back into the world at the end of this 13 weeks, renewed, truly in your awakened creator's power. And I am so, so excited to welcome in this next cohort. We had 11 students the first year. 11 beautiful souls entrusted me with this space, and I want to double it. I want to double it, and I'm going to keep adding to that each year. Like, after this, I want to triple it. I want to quadruple it. I want to 10 times it, because I truly do believe this, that we need more awakened creators on this planet. We need more artists. We need more filmmakers. We need more musicians. We need more clothing designers. We need more culinary artists. We need more toy makers. We need more, whatever it is that you want to create. We need more of it made by people who are truly in alignment with their heart, who aren't just doing it for the money, who aren't just doing it from this distorted version of ego of themselves, but are doing it from this space where they are purely aligned with who they are, who are really solid in their knowing of the truth that God has put on their heart, the truth that the universe is guiding them on that path, who are creating from that space. Those are the people who need to be famous. Those are the people who need to have influence. Those are the people whose music your children should be listening to. Those are the people who should be creating movies and films for others to watch and consume. Those are the people. Awakened creators are the people who should be making art. What you have to do is important. It is valuable. It's not a mistake. It's not frivolous. It's not childish. There are people in this world who are meant to be creative. There are people in this world who are meant to be doctors. There are people in this world who are meant to teach. There are people in this world who are meant to engineer and use their creativity for scientific purposes. And there are people in this world who are sent here with the heart knowing that they are here to make a better world through their creative expression. And that's you. That's you, my friend. That's you. That's who you are. That's why you found this video. That's why you found Awakened Creators. That's why you resonate with the message, even if you don't really know why. That's why. That's why. That's why you're on this journey. That's why I love you so much, because it takes so much courage to do that, to show up authentically, to listen to the desires in your heart and keep moving in that direction, no matter how distracted you get or depressed that you get, to keep trying to move in that direction. And I want you to break free and release from these lies you've been told about this path, that it will lead you to mental disorders, that it will, you'll be the tortured artist, or that you'll be the starving artist, all of these things that we're told to dissuade us from our path, from doing our duty, from the responsibility we have on our heart to express. No more lies. It's not true, none of it. What's on your heart is meant to be, and you are meant to be, and you are allowed to be who you're meant to be, whoever that is, however you wish to express it, whether it's through dance, makeup. We need people in their heart spreading love through their art, and you are one of those souls. And I'm so honored that you have entrusted me to even be present on your creative journey, because it is a sacred journey. It is a spiritual journey. It's going to have its ups and downs. It's going to have its challenges. It's going to push you, compress you, stretch you, expand you, all of those things. And it's going to make you, mold you, shape you like a sculptor into your most fabulous, fantastic, beautiful version. The masterpiece, ultimately, of your life. That is the path of the awakened creator. That is the path of those who go through the Creative Rebirth program. And I am so ready to hold you in that space, to nurture you in that space, and to help you bloom and blossom and grow. So if you're ready, I'm ready. I love you. I'm going to clean up the dew and get in the shower, but I think it looks pretty badass. If I do say so myself. And also, this is, if you didn't know, the Sacred Artist Seal. Or what did I call it? The Seal of the Sacred Artist. I'm still learning the names of the things that I made. But I drew this. It was originally a color pencil drawing. Stand up carefully so you can see. And I put it out on Redbubble, and I finally received my shirt, my tank top, right? You gotta represent yourself. Like, if you are a visual artist and you're not wearing your own art, you are missing out on an opportunity to be your own billboard. This is what you should have on, not Old Navy or whatever crazy corporation or whatnot. Represent yourself. Represent your art. When people say, hey, cool shirt, you can say, hey, yeah, I drew that. I made that. I did that. I am that. Own it. Own it. Tell people. Talk to them. Share. Create a community around what it is that you are doing, because what you are doing is exciting, it's new, it's different, it's cool. Believe it. Believe it. And if you need help believing it, that's one of the things we work on, right? Yeah. You can get there. You'll get there. I am there with you all the way. I will be doing this until I'm like 70, 80, y'all. Like, I'm in it for the long haul. You are going to be staring at my aging face. I will age gracefully though, because I put shea butter on all this all day. But you are going to be seeing me around for a while. And I'm never going to give up on you. I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to tell you to stop what you're doing. I'm never going to tell you to quit. I'm never going to tell you you're not good enough. I'm never, ever going to tell you those things, because those things are lies. And I don't lie to my people. I don't lie to my family. I tell the truth. And the truth is that what's on your heart to express is a beautiful divine gift from the Creator themselves. And you are the creator of your own life. So what do you want? Who do you want to be? What's your most authentic expression? And be that. Do that. All right. This video is already long, but if you stuck around this long, I love you. I love spending time with you. Reach out, say hello, say hi, send me a message. Let's talk, let's chat, let's get to know each other. And if you are ready to dive into the Creative Rebirth program, just go to creativerebirthonline.com and you can learn all about it. There's some cool bonuses I've thrown in that I really hope you enjoy. Free journal I'll mail to you, free readings, all kinds of goodies. So check that out. And if you want to join, you have until December 14th to enroll. After that, doors are closed. I'll probably open it again late 2023. So because these spaces are so energetically intensive for me, I can't be doing them all the time. I can't, have all of that all the time. So I'm gonna do it twice a year. That's the max. It's only been one time this year, but next year will just be that one time as well. So and then after that, we'll probably roll into twice a calendar year. But yeah, anyways, so let that be an informed decision that if this is something that you would like to do, if this is something that you would like to align yourself with going into the new year and really starting that momentum, starting that change, starting that transformation now. If you wait until January to your New Year's resolution is to devote yourself to your art more authentically, we're already going to be weeks into the program by then. So if you are looking for that kind of shift and change, it starts now. December 14th is the last day to enroll. So if you are feeling guided, if you feel like this is the right next step for you, only you can decide that. But if you are feeling aligned, then go to creativerebirthonline.com and sign up. Okay. And there are payment plans available. So let that be that. And I love you. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.